This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
It's because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
I think that's taking it to another level.
Yeah. Log on and join our live conversation.
Know that you can't control yourself? That is embarrassing. Okay.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Monday, November 19th. We are the only live show that covers what you're talking about right now. Right now, I'm here with Erica and Brandon. I'm Jeff. A lot to get to, guys. We're going to start now with Heather Locklear. Multiple sources are reporting that Heather has been placed on involuntary psychiatric hold. This reportedly happened after Heather beat up her boyfriend and threw him out of the house. He reportedly called the police yesterday afternoon. It's been a difficult year for Heather, to say the least. This is her mugshot from an arrest in June. And the 57-year-old was also arrested in February of this year. She had run-ins with the police before for incidents involving domestic violence and alcohol. And unfortunately, this is what everyone's talking about here today. And it has been a bad year for her. And I'm glad she's, I believe, placed under 5150, which is very difficult to receive. But I think it's in her best interest.
Yeah, you know, this is someone who people would say she's coming from a place of privilege, and she is, but a part of that privilege is actually destroying her, because there isn't anyone to come in and say, hey, we are going to throw the book at you, or hey, we're going to make this as unpleasant for you as possible, until you start to take responsibility for yourself. And this is someone who clearly has lost control. There's no one who can come into her life and help her retain that. And I know, I mean, I went through a really hard time. I've been really open and honest about that. My mother showed up at my door. She flew 1,200 miles to say, what the hell are you doing, and what are you doing with your life? Like, I had a decision to make. And that's the thing. People have decisions to make. You either take accountability for your life or you don't. And I hope that she has hit a point where she feels like she can take accountability for her own life.
Or someone in her life, like your mother, steps in to help her.
Yeah. Well.
All right, guys, we're going to move on, because this next story, obviously, we're all torn about it, too. Yeah. Right now, people are demanding Maroon 5 not play at the Super Bowl. The group hasn't confirmed they are playing the Super Bowl, but a petition to make sure they don't has almost 50,000 signatures already. The creator wants all artists to drop out of the halftime show because of the treatment of former NFL players like Colin Kaepernick, who kneeled for the anthem. The petition mentions that Rihanna and Jay-Z both pulled out of the performances, and even comedian Amy Schumer is asking Maroon 5 to step down. The band has not responded to the petition, but this is a very difficult situation for Maroon 5, because I get other people's agendas and what they want to do, and I don't blame Rihanna or Jay-Z or anybody else for stepping down, but it's hard to tell somebody else to do what you feel inside. So I feel for Maroon 5 in this position, because it's a no-win.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely stupid, though. I mean, there's 47,000 people who have put their name on this petition. My question to those people: what sacrifice have you done at your work? What sacrifice have you done for social injustices or police reform or anything when it comes to sacrificing the check or your well-being for yourself and your family? Stop leaving it up to the athletes who are trying to make money for their families. Stop leaving it up to the celebrities. I understand that we as or celebrities or the athletes, they're the role models. They have something. They have a job to do in terms of the kids are watching and what message we're going to send out. But at the same time, these are the guys that are doing ride-alongs with police. These are the guys that are going and working with these police academies to ride along and work in their neighborhoods and their communities to get police relations better in these communities. Just sitting there signing a petition, holding up a fist and saying, oh yeah, we're sticking it to the man. No, that's not going to work to me. That's not doing anything. So I just feel as though the people who sign this, what you're telling Maroon 5 is sacrifice your chance to better your life or your family's life. Will you do the same? That's all I ask.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very tough position. I understand your passion. You've been passionate about this subject before on here, but it's just a very tough position to put them in right now.
Yeah, it's a darned if you do, darned if you don't.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are live. We're going to get over to Raquel Villanueva. She has a must-see video at the moment.
That's right, Jeff. Right now, a teen is recovering after a Formula 3 crash in China. Take a look at this dramatic video. Now, what you're about to see is from Sunday. Watch as one of the drivers goes airborne. Now her car crashes right through a fence. That driver is 17-year-old Sophia Flourish. She did survive but fractured her spine. Multiple outlets are reporting she underwent 11 hours of surgery today and has no signs of paralysis. Her father says he doesn't think this crash will stop her from racing, but he hasn't asked her yet if she wants to race again. Now the driver of the other car and 2 photographers were also hospitalized.
Wow, thanks, Raquel. I mean, that is scary to watch.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's okay, well, she's going through spinal surgery, she did this morning. The fact that she's okay, she's racing F3, which, you know, it's a lower level of F1. I see her coming back. I see her talking, being open about the crash. I see her winning, getting the F1 and getting a Nike sponsorship or endorsement.
Wow.
Watch. I mean, tragedy has to happen sometimes. And unfortunately, she's okay and the others involved in the crash are okay. But I see this as an opportunity for her to come back and Nike hop on that train.
Wow, you're calling it out right now.
Let's go.
That'd be scary even to get back in a car again, let alone race again.
Well, that's probably something you have to do right away.
Yeah.
I mean, I've used to go to vintage snowmobile races in way up in Wisconsin, Eagle River, and you would see some things, and I mean, but these people are passionate about what they do, and
all right, well, let's see if Brandon London's right. We got to wait a little while on that one.
Yeah.
All right, guys, a big congratulations to Mandy Moore. The actress got married this weekend. That's right. You can clap it up if you feel like it. There you go. In an intimate backyard ceremony at her home in L.A. Here she is with her new husband, Taylor Goldsmith. The couple then went to a private event space for their reception. But this got us talking. How do you feel about at-home weddings or other ways to keep money down about a wedding? I think I'm all for it. I think this is the future. I think this is where everybody's going to be going because weddings have got way out of hand. I know I joke around about it all the time, but I mean, it is bananas how expensive. Like, oh, do you want flowers up there? And your wife's with you, and your wife's like, of course I want flowers up there. And you're like, wait, how much does that cost? $20,000. What, are you out of your mind?
Yeah. See, I think that weddings.
That's why I got married in the courthouse. There you go.
And it was lovely, and you guys look beautiful. I think weddings are a very personal decision, and I mean, sometimes people want what other people have, but they don't have the budget or the money to do what other people have. I think that you can come up with something that's really brilliant and personal and appropriate for you.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be $1 million, but if you have millions to spend, then spend your millions. Just don't try to spend millions if you got 10.
Let's take a little sneak peek inside your wedding, Cobb.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh, that's our wedding. We got married in Cancun with about 55 people. My husband really wanted a traditional wedding, and so we did it in Cancun. I wore the dress and all of that. But honestly, we ended up spending a lot less by doing it in Mexico than we would have had we done it here.
Bren, are you more of a big wedding guy, or are you
absolutely
intimate?
Absolutely not. I don't want to get. I mean, I don't want to do like the big ring, big fancy ring, big expensive ring. I want like my wedding to be the true definition of love. I want it to be an intimate ceremony with friends, well, really close friends and family, and not just inviting people just to say, hey, look at my guest list. I got all these people, because half the people in that audience are praying for your downfall.
What if she wants something different?
Then whatever she wants, she gets.
I'm really asking what if she does, because I was so dead set against, like, I was embarrassed. I did not want to have another wedding. And the fact that my first wedding failed and I did the big wedding. But my husband, it was very important to him, and therefore we did it the way that it was important to him and something that I was comfortable with too. So you always have to consider the other person.
And it sounds like you all compromised, because like you said, it was cheaper to do it in Cancun than it was to here. And like you said, you only had 55 people there at that wedding. Close friends, close family. Mazel tov.
I think that's the way it's going to go now. Wedding planning business, you got too greedy. That's my opinion. We have some big Bieber news to get to. I'm super excited. Anybody else? Cool. Stephanie Jones has the story coming in hot.
It looks like Hailey Baldwin and Justin are Instagram official. She just changed her Instagram handle to, get ready, Hailey Bieber, and the internet is not happy, with one fan tweeting, Hailey Baldwin just changed her Instagram handle to Hailey Bieber. It's official. This really is the end, ladies. And then someone else tweeted, her heart has been broken into 1,000 pieces. Oh dear. What do you think, DBL Nation? Do you think we need to legally change our names, or is on social media enough?
Huh. It's interesting to me because I could see, I was on the Marriage Ref a few years ago. That was Jerry Seinfeld's show. Little known fact. And it was me and my ex-husband, because I refused to change my last name professionally and even legally. And so it was Kelly Ripa and Demi Moore, and they were both, who was married to Ashton Kutcher at the time, they both had legally changed their last names, but professionally went by their maiden names.
My wife is still a Lloyd on Instagram. Coming up on Daily Blast Live, you know him from This Is Us, and today John Huertas sits down with DBL. He gives us inside information on the big Thanksgiving episode. You don't want to miss it. Plus, one-on-one with Blackish star Anthony Anderson. Our own Stephanie Jones asks him what it was like channeling his inner Prince for the 100th episode. Ooh, we'll be right back.
Guys, it's Brooke Way and Patrick. Patrick's on the break, you guys.
Yes, yes.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving this
So
week?
I'm going to be volunteering and helping out prep Thanksgiving dinners and meals to deliver to those who need it. So I will be meeting up with people and prepping meals, and then we'll have people delivering them.
That is so nice. Of course, Patrick would do that. He is the nicest, sweetest guy. Oh my goodness. Thank you for doing that.
Of course.
My family lives here in Denver, so I'm going over to my mom's house. She's doing a big dinner, so I'm excited. What's your favorite thing to eat, though? That's the question.
That's a hard question. I'm more of a sides guy.
A side
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, I don't like the big turkey, so I just have a little bit of everything, the peas, the carrots, some bread, that kind of thing. Yeah.
I like stuffing. That's my favorite, and I'll eat it for like a month. We have so many leftovers.
A lot of people like the stuffing.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
what are 3 words you could say? This one was fun. That ruins Thanksgiving dinner with
I
the
have
family.
no idea. That's so hard.
It is. You saw so many today.
I know, but like for one that I would do, I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Mine would probably be like, there's no wine. I like that one.
Yeah, yeah.
like that
We
one
ran
a lot.
out of liquor.
Exactly.
I like
know,
that
I
one.
know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to be back here doing breaks, and Patrick,
Yes.
I got Patrick to do a break with you guys. I know.
Yes.
I know. Well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. You guys, I got to sit down with the ultimate funny man, Anthony Anderson, but he let me in on his more serious side. He told me about how diabetes had changed his life and talked about a special milestone with his hit show Blackish. Check it out.
You are comparing Prince to a mumble rapper?
Just trying to relate it to something they think is awesome. Like, Junior would be Star Wars, and with you, it'd be whatever you think you're doing with that beard.
I'm going to talk quickly about Blackish. It's been like the 100th episode.
Yes.
And it's the 5th season. Congratulations.
Thank you.
In the last episode, you were playing tribute to Prince. What's it like channeling that man and being him on set?
It was fun. It was fun. And if Prince was still with us, he would have thoroughly enjoyed what we did. So to be able to channel him and wear some of those tight-fitting outfits, I think I did well.
You got diagnosed with diabetes.
Yes.
That must have been a pretty crap day.
It was, because I had the symptoms of a diabetic. Being lethargic, you know, tired all the time, constant thirst. And so I just chalked that up to being tired from work, being exhausted from work. And I was like, oh, I think I need to go to the doctor when the sun comes up. Because I've always been agile. I could play basketball and football and baseball with the best of them. I could still do the full splits.
You can do the splits?
Yeah.
Hold up a minute. I'm expecting you to show me that.
Well,
I know you're wearing your snazzy pants right now.
I have to stretch now.
Oh my God, you can get the splits lesson.
I took 5 years of ballet, 4 years of jazz and modern. So
I love that.
Yeah, I'm a Renaissance man.
Yes. Obviously, like losing the weight and keeping it off, that's difficult. So what are your tips on staying motivated, being consistent with your eating and exercising? Like, how do you keep it going?
Well, first and foremost, I lost my father to complications from diabetes.
Okay.
That's number one on my motivation list. I don't want to orphan my children and widow my wife.
Yeah.
So that is motivation enough right there. Let's wrap.
Can you stand with me?
I can stand.
Show me how to warm up to do the splits, because I want to see this in action. You've hyped this up to me.
Well, you have, it's an unconventional stretch. I mean, you have to stretch the hamstrings.
Stretch the hamstrings.
All that.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you want to get down here.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is like some yoga stuff right here.
Exactly. And then, eventually, you just want to
Go
get
on.
down here.
I'm waiting for it.
Just slide. Ow! Ow! It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I'm like, call an ambulance.
Great job, Steph. That was really good.
Thank you. He was a legend. Such a nice guy. I loved him.
I can't believe you got him to do that.
I know. We shared some pretty intimate moments.
I'd say.
Him peacocking. I'll let you watch. Watch on digital, guys. Tune in and you'll see all about us peacocking, about taping up nipples and Spanx. It got pretty, got pretty deep.
Peacocking, nipples, and Spanx. Check us out on Facebook, Daily Blast Live. You'll get the whole inside scoop.
Exactly.
Intrigued at the same time.
Of course. Thanks, Steph. Great interview. All right, guys, we are live. Let's get to Raquelvina Weber. She has news at the moment.
Sorry, Jeff, I'm excited to follow that. Now, I know it's only rock and roll, but the Rolling Stones just announced a new tour, and I like it. The music legends are playing stadiums all across the U.S. for the No Filter Tour, which starts up in the spring, and they made no secret of the locations. The band's iconic symbol made an appearance outside a stadium last week. Now, I had a chance to see the Rolling Stones at Desert Trip with fellow DBLer Brooke Way a couple years ago, and trust me, Mick Jagger's moves alone are totally worth it. Now, tickets go on sale November 30th, and in honor of that, and because our producer asked me to, here's my best Mick Jagger.
Great job, Raquel. Now, how am I going to follow that? I'm not. We're getting out of here. Coming up on DBL, we have one of Mandy Moore's co-stars joining us. He dishes on tomorrow's emotional Thanksgiving episode and how we can all relate. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.
Got a little quick fire. Right, you ready? So I want you to answer the questions.
I'm ready.
Like snappy, yeah?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes,
Do you prefer walking or jogging?
Walking.
Weightlifting or yoga?
Oh, okay. It's not okay.
We're
I can
gonna do quick fire.
answer it quick fire.
Go on.
I like them both. I like them both. But what was it again?
Weightlifting or yoga?
Yoga.
I thought you were going to say that. I wouldn't have put you down as that originally, but now definitely a yoga guy.
Because I told you I can do the splits.
Exactly. I'm jealous as hell.
You should be.
Chicken or fish?
Ooh, fish.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Strawberries or apples?
Strawberries.
Don't like either of these. Broccoli or Brussels sprouts?
Broccoli.
Elevator or stairs?
Stairs.
Milk or almond milk?
Almond milk.
Peanut butter or almond butter?
Almond butter.
Oil or dressing?
Ooh. Dressing.
Spinach or kale?
Good one. Kale.
Guac or salsa?
Guac.
Cookies or cake?
Cookies.
Yes. Ice cream or frozen yogurt? I said that like an American just for you. Yogurt.
Right. Ice cream.
Ketchup or hot sauce?
Catsup.
Rice or pasta?
Brown rice. Or brown rice pasta.
2 in 1. Ding, ding, ding. Pancakes or waffle?
Pancakes.
Biking or swimming?
Biking.
Walnuts or almonds?
Almonds.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Good boy. English choice. How do you take it?
I take it hot and piping hot.
Milk?
No.
Oh, you're an Earl Grey. You're a posh one.
Yeah, I'm a posh one.
Do you put a slice of lemon in it too?
Yes, I do. Not lemon. I'll squeeze the lemon. Sometimes I squeeze lime into it.
Welcome back to DBL. This Chatting with the Stars is a special one for me because I got to chat with Jon Huertas from This Is Us. And as you know, I am a super fan of the show. Now, Jon is giving us a sneak peek at tomorrow's big Thanksgiving episode. Take a look. Hey, Jon Huertas is here today on Daily Blast Live. He just wrapped on a play called Members Only, and many people know you from This Is Us. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Now, I'm going to say This Is Us also includes myself because we all in this together, me, my husband, and all of you. You're like our family now. But fans are so excited for the big Thanksgiving episode. Tell us what we can expect and if there's going to be any drama.
There's a little bit of drama in the Thanksgiving episode, especially with my character and Rebecca. Thanksgiving and any holiday where family members get together, don't spend a lot of time together, there always seems to be something that comes up as some sort of history. And I think that that's why a lot of people in this country and around the world might really kind of tap into something when they watch this episode that makes them think about their own family and how to get maybe past some kind of old drama that might have been there.
And you play Miguel on the show, and for people who don't know, he married his best friend's wife. Now, your character spends a lot of time feeling left out of the family, and sometimes we know why. How do you think viewers can relate, or can you relate?
Well, I definitely was not in a family that was a nuclear family. I don't like saying a broken family because no family is really broken. So I relate in a way that, you know, there's a stepdad that comes in.
Yeah. You know, This Is Us has such a cult following. What's the weirdest encounter you've had with a fan?
The weirdest encounter with a fan for me, I mean, somebody came up to me and they said, and this was just recently, they said, "I hate you."
Wow.
But I love hating you. And it's a good kind of hate because I love you, but then I hate, and there was just back and forth of her saying, "I love you, I hate you, I love you, I hate you."
Well, thank you, Jon Huertas, for joining us on Daily Blast Live. We can't wait to catch This Is Us Tuesdays on NBC.
Awesome, thanks. Hope you guys enjoy.
Great job, Erica. All right, guys, Fred Savage, child star of The Wonder Years and The Princess Bride, is in a new movie trailer like you have never seen him before. Stephanie Jones, you got those details coming in hot.
That's right, we do. Fred Savage is living up to his name in the new trailer for Deadpool 2 as it returns to theaters. That's right, the child star has some savage burns for the PG-13 release. Let's take a look at the trailer. Caw-caw!
You're in a PG-13 version of Deadpool, filtered through the prism of childlike innocence.
Hi.
I loved your work in Up.
Once upon a Deadpool.
Kind of prefer Marvel movies. We are Marvel. Yeah, but you're, you know, Marvel licensed by Fox. It's like if the Beatles were produced by Nickelback. It's music, but it sucks.
You were nicer as a kid.
Of course, Fred's gotten a lot bigger since he heard bedtime stories in that room for The Princess Bride. Once Upon a Deadpool jingles into theaters December the 21st.
Steph, I mean, it can't just go, whoa, you had a character from Star Wars in there. Oh, well, that explains it, I guess.
He's always in the background. I felt he needed his time to shine.
All right, well, he owes you one. We'll be right back.
Nintendo is making one couple pay millions. New details on the Star Wars TV series and a live-action Pokemon movie. That's all next in The Jump Off. I'm Abby, welcome to The Jump Off. I'm here to bring you all the latest in gaming, tech, pop culture news, so let's get started right now. One couple is paying up to the tune of $12 million to Nintendo for their ROM hosting sites. For those of you who don't know, these ROM sites allow gamers to download free copies of old Nintendo games. Both ROM sites are owned by the same married couple. How romantic. Get it? We do have some big Star Wars TV news to get to. Variety reports that Pedro Pascal will play the lead in the new series The Mandalorian. You'll recognize him from a little show called Game of Thrones and, of course, Narcos. The new Star Wars show will be on Disney's new streaming service, Disney+. No word on when it comes out though. But this is crazy. IGN reports that the series, 10 episodes, will cost $100 million. The highly anticipated trailer for Pokemon Detective Pikachu released this week, and it looks way better than we anticipated. Ryan Reynolds is unexpectedly great as the true voice of Pikachu. The most fascinating part is that they've made a real-life Pokemon movie under the guise of a Pikachu spin-off. Let's hope this movie is as good as it looks. That's it for The Jump Off. I'm Abby, and as always, I'll be here every week with the latest in gaming, tech, pop culture news. We'll see you next time.
Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing viewer comments, Eric.
Yes, and a lot of people are talking about budget weddings. Julie Cavese says 2 of my nieces had beautiful budget weddings. You don't need big money to have that special day. And I just want to point out that my brother Aaron and his wife Mariah had $500 for their wedding reception, fed 80 people.
No way.
Because my brother was on a Gordon Ramsay Food Network or a Gordon Ramsay show, and one of the contestants actually cooked as his present, and so they fed 80 people, $500. It was amazing food, so it can happen.
So it can. Hey, there you go, Brandon London.
Quick shout out, my dad, new head coach at William & Mary. Congrats.
There you go, buddy. All right, guys, we'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. That's Monday, everybody.
Always real, always unpredictable.
What do you have to hide?
Log on and join our live conversation.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I do agree with you.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Monday, November 19th, and we're the only live show that covers what you're talking about right now. And I'm here with Erica, Jeff, Al, and Sam. You guys made it home safe and sound?
We're alive.
Okay, good. They were in Vegas. They're here. Thank goodness. I was afraid you wouldn't show up today.
Yeah, no, we're here. Excited. Had a great time. Your husband's awesome to travel with.
He is. He's a good traveler. Not with you, though, I heard. We'll get to it in the break. He left you.
Oh, yeah,
We'll get to it in the break. We'll get to it in the break.
I just assumed it was me.
No. You could do no wrong.
Wow, we're off to a great start.
We do have a lot to get to today. Coming up, Mandy Moore got married, and we've got all the details on her backyard I-dos. Ooh. Plus, one of her This Is Us co-stars is here, telling us all about the emotional Thanksgiving episode. All of that in minutes, but first, nationwide, families are preparing for Thanksgiving. So today we begin with everything you need to know as you gear up to gobble up 54.
Weird sound effect.
Cute. 54 million Americans will travel this season, according according to AAA, this is set to be the busiest holiday in more than a decade. The vast majority of you will be driving, and in some metro areas, the worst traffic is today. But Google has a plan to keep you on time. They release suggestions for the best and worst travel times in each city. The link is on our social pages, so make sure you check that out. It could really help you save some time on the roads. And airports will also be packed this year. Today is projected to be the busiest in Dallas and San Francisco between 5 and 7 p.m. And here's a live look at the good old misery map. Yep, there it is, FlightAware's misery map. The reds is where the delays are. So if you're going to look at that map between now and Thursday, make sure you look at those red zones, because those are the zones you want to avoid.
Yeah, not too bad.